Hey, Matt here from Core Healing. So just wanted to give you a breathing exercise that you can use in between sessions and you can come back anytime. The more you can do this, the more results you're going to get. We've got to understand a lot of time when we go through emotional experiences and difficult situations, what we do with our breathing is we tend to hold our breath and either in shock or in freeze. You think of when we get angry, for example, there's that sort of burst of energy coming through us, but we almost like want to hold our breath and tighten everything up. And when we're crying, it's almost like when you're having that like really good deep cry, it's almost like you're struggling to get that breath in. So what happens is during those experiences, our breath almost like switches off, or we're breathing very shallow, which keeps us in that fight or flight mode. So it's very important to slow and slow breathing, but also deep breathing as well to bring our nervous system back into balance. Because if we're shallow breathing throughout the day, it just sends signals to our nervous system that we're in fight or flight all day, and our brain, our heart is not getting enough oxygen. I think it was a study around 97, 98% people aren't getting enough oxygen. So what oxygen does, it's it helps every cell in our body produce energy. So obviously, when we're trying to heal or we're trying to be calmer, the more energy we have, the more we can heal. So if you've never thought about how you're breathing, if you've never thought how much that's affecting you, and never been conscious of your breath and doing this quite often during the day, you'll be very surprised how much impact this can have on your healing. And with our breathing, it can also loosen up and help release these trapped emotions. So what it can do is with our breath, we can release those emotions when they do come up. We can breathe through those experiences and bring our body back into the rest and digest and growth and repair stage. And what it can also do, working with in tandem with the energy healing, is it can stir things up for when you do your energy healing sessions. It's almost like stirring the pot, and we can sort of get deeper into the root of what's causing, what's contributing to some of the issues that you're having. So with this breath, I'm going to teach you. It is so simple, and you cannot get it wrong. But there's a couple of layers to it. So I just want you to start. Make sure you're not driving or operating heavy machinery or anything like that. Those usual things we don't want to. And this is not a like we'll say I wouldn't say like a intense breathwork session if you've ever tried breathwork, but it's just a calm way to breathe to get more oxygen into our body. So it's going to be just in for five, out for five. So I'll give you a count so you can get started. So just inhale, one, two, three, four, five. Exhale, two, three, four, five. Inhale, two, three, four, five. Exhale, two, three, four, five. Inhale. When you're inhaling, keep that going. So what you want to do is breathe right into your belly. So it's almost like your belly is coming out and your diaphragm is popping out as well. And we're getting using the whole capacity of our lungs. We're getting all this oxygen in. So it's all breathing through the nose and breathing out through the mouth and letting that go. So just keep that even rhythm. So what we want to also do is on those counts, imagine like you're doing a figure eight. So you're keeping the breath really smooth. So it has no edges. It's just all one continuous breath. Don't worry about getting it right or wrong. You're doing it right. You're breathing. As long as you're breathing deeply, it's going to feel uncomfortable because it's not something that you're used to, but make sure you're just getting that, even tracing that figure eight with your breath. just to make sure it's smooth all around. Nice smooth breath. So in for 5, you can count it in your head if you have to, and exhale for 5. Now what I want to do now is just add a second layer to this and just adding a smile to your face. And when I want you to add that smile to your face, I want you to keep breathing, keep that rhythm, in for 5, out for 5. You're going to notice that smile will start to drop away sometimes. Just like your breath, you get distracted and you'll lose that count, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. We're relearning an essential tool here that we probably haven't given a lot of conscious thought to in a long time. But it's a very important, and we can't breathe the wrong way, but there is a lot more efficient ways of breathing. So make sure you're still breathing in through that nose for 5 and out through the mouth for 5. And keeping that smile on your face. I want to ask you, with that smile, does it feel, it's probably going to feel uncomfortable. It feels like when you're putting it on, it's almost like smiling for no reason. And sometimes when we smile for no reason as a kid, somebody will try and wipe that smile off our face. Now, what I want you to do now is install, what we're going to do now is install what we call a dimmer switch. So you might have one of these in your house, but we're going to install this on our body. So with this dimmer switch, this smile that we've got on our face now is going to be level 10. So the light that is emanating from this smile, we all know when we smile and we know from other people, we can light up a room with our smile. So this smile is going to be level 10 that you currently got now. So like that dimmer switch you have in your house, when it's turned right up, it's nice and bright. We can see everything, that it lights up the room perfectly. When you turn that dimmer switch down to level 1 though, that's sort of neutral. And that's probably where you feel like you keep getting dragged back to that set point, because that's how you used to having your face rest. Most of us aren't used to having that smile. And as I said, a lot of times, some people, if we're smiling so much, other people tend to want to take that off our face. So make sure we keep that breath going, nice and deep with that breath, feeling that belly right up. See if you can go an extra 10%, sucking it in a little bit harder, trying to draw a little, excuse me, a little bit more breath in. So with this dimmer light, I want you to remember, so if you feel the smile going off your face, I want you to turn this back up to level 10 and just give that smile. Keep that smile on your dial and keep breathing. Because what happens when we smile, it changes our physiology and it sends those messages to our body that we're safe, we're happy, and it connects up with all the great experiences, all the happiness that we've been through in our life. If we try and reach for a single moment, sometimes that energy is hard to hold. But when we have a smile, we have all that beautiful, loving, positive energy behind it. All these experiences that we've had are there to connect with that smile. So our whole body's chemistry changes. We go into that relaxed state. When we're in that relaxed state, our body has that opportunity to start to heal itself. And this is where we get into that sweet spot, especially if you've been stuck in certain areas of your life, whether it is with health, physical or mental. This smile can bring that more oxygen in. It can change our chemistry with the breath and allow us to start to heal ourselves. Our body has that energy to heal itself. You have the energy to get through the day with that smile on your face. So every time you keep catching yourself, keep turning that dimmer back to 10. Keep it brighter. Now I want you let's add another layer to this dimmer switch. And I want you to give me the biggest smile that you can. So big that your grin is ear to ear, like you've just fallen in love or you've just won the lottery. and you've come across a lot of money. And with that smile, that is level 100. And feel the difference. Just take a moment and be present and feel that difference of level 100 to level 10. And you kind of feel like you might realize that level 10 was just one of those token smiles. It was comfortable, it was enough. But when you have that level 100 smile, it's almost like it radiates through your body. Your whole light, it shines. It could light up a whole football field. It's so big. It's not just in the room anymore. It's lighting up a football field. And that light is just it's so bright, but it's clear. It's clarity. It's easy to see. It sheds light on other things. It sheds light on people, and it's a comfortable light. It's a loving light. It's a safe light. And this is our brightness. This is what often where we've been as kids at this level 100, just this pure joy, pure love for life. Sometimes other people have come along and they've wanted to turn our lights down. They've wanted to play with our dimmer and dim it right down because a lot of people are stuck on that level one that they just can't, they just have this really dull light that no matter what they seem to go through in life, they just can't seem to find that switch to brighten their life up. Some people want to be stuck with that really dull light. And you find some people really like getting pleasure in making sure everybody else is dim because they think it makes them feel brighter. But they're so used to living in such a dull light and a dull life. But I want you to know that you can turn the switch straight back up to 100 at any time you like now. You've got this switch here and it's safe to do so. And keep breathing. And if you feel a little bit uncomfortable having this switch up to 100, it's quite normal because we're not used to having that. As I said, some people they take pleasure in wiping smiles off other people's faces. We can't help that sometimes. But we do have a choice that we can turn that switch back up to 100 whenever we like. And keep breathing through it if you're feeling a little bit of discomfort holding it at that level 100. Just keep breathing through it. And this breathing is what it's doing is releasing some energy, releasing some emotions. We're setting the intention on that outward breath to release any dirty emotional energy that has been stuck from other people trying to dim our light, trying to put our light out. So keep trying to keep that light at 100, hold it as much as you can. Keep it as bright as you can. And just know that you are safe here. This light is so bright and white and loving light that you are safe. You're safe to hold this. And that you attract other people with their bright lights. The longer you can hold this, you will start attracting people very similar to you who are able to hold that light really bright for long periods of time. And they often go there. And what you'll also find is, if you're willing, the people who in your life are those constantly on level one, constantly trying to steal your light, and you're constantly having to dim your light for them. What you'll find is your light is becoming too bright for them. And as much as they try and try and try and dim your light down, the light at level 100 is protecting you from these people and knowing that you're safe to let these people go. We no longer need these people in our life that are going to dim our light. They're not there for our best interests. We have the choice at any time to turn that dial up to level 100. And what you're going to notice as well is you notice all these people around you, they all have their own dimmer switch and they all have the opportunity to turn their light up. But some people like to try and turn others down. to make themselves brighter instead of just turning their light up. And that's their choice. They have their own choices. They make their own decisions. They have the responsibility for themselves. And no, you're not responsible for them. And you don't need to dim your light anymore for these people. You're completely safe in this light. Make sure you're turning this light up to 100 and still breathing through. So it might be uncomfortable, but just know you're safe in this light. And you're attracting other people and other lights around you. And all those lights are going to protect you as well. And you'll see some of these people, when they get close, you lose them because your light is so bright. And they start to disappear out of your life because they can't handle your brightness. They don't want to handle your brightness. And that's perfectly fine. We allow them to let go. We shouldn't have to dim our light for anybody. Again, knowing it's safe to keep that at level 100. Keep breathing through there. Now, while we're soaking in this light, this a level 100 it's shedding light on the parts of us that we've sort of tried to keep hidden away, that we've kept in the darkness, trying to protect from others. And it's shedding light on these moments and bringing them forward in order to heal and release. And as you know, like when there's light brought onto dark, it brings awareness. We can see what's there, we can see what's hidden, and we can set the intention to release it through that breath. And we're quite comfortable to give it up and breathe through it. Don't try and resist it. So we want to clear that energy out. It's not needed. All it's doing is dimming our light, that darkness. So the more light we bring to it, the more healing we're going to have. Keep breathing. You might be feeling nice tingles in your spine, in your crown. That's perfectly normal. It's the oxygen getting into your brain. Probably hasn't felt like that in a long time. And just know that everything is stirring things up, releasing all these old energies. These old beliefs are stirring up. All this dirty old energy that you've taken on from others, you've accumulated because you've turned your light down, is starting to break up and starting to exit on every exhale. Keep breathing. Keep that breath nice and smooth. Keep that dimmer locked at 100. I want you to set the intention now as we wrap up to hold that dimmer at 100 permanently. And if you do notice at times when that dimmer takes itself down, all it's doing is indicating that there's a little bit of stuff that needs to be breathed out. It's just bringing things to the surface. And when we start to breathe and turn this dial up to 100, we're shedding all that light on it in order for it to be released. And that's perfect, perfectly normal. And the more you can hold and consciously hold at that level 100 while you're breathing, the more comfortable that level 100 is going to be to stay at. And the more you're going to attract beautiful, positive things into your life. Because our emotions are just energy, and our emotions are magnetic. And when we're feeling love, peace, joy, happiness from being at level 100, we're attracting more of these emotions into our life. And we can choose at any time to come back to this breath and smile and turn our dial to 100 and be in that present moment. We don't need a reason to smile. We don't need a reason to turn this dial up. We can just be, and we can choose from any moment in our life at that present moment, no matter how difficult the situation, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how much pain you have now, you have a choice to turn that dial to 100 right now and feel that love, that joy, that happiness, and keep it there and soak it in. Bathe in it, bathe in that light, that beautiful light, and that light is going to heal you. The brighter your light, the more you're going to be healed, the more you're going to be free. Keep breathing. Now, if you've had your eyes closed, you can open your eyes up and just soak in the beauty of the room around you and that peace that you're feeling. Soak it up. And every time you forget to breathe, from now, when you catch yourself not breathing, start yourself consciously breathing in and out the same pattern. In for five, out for five, nice and smooth. Put that smile on your face, turn that dial up to 100, and do it as much as you can through the day. And the more you practice this, the more it will become second nature, like driving a car. The more you practice, that level 100 smile, that switch will easily stay in place at level 100. And you'll feel your life change so drastically because you have that energy, you have that breath coming through that energy. You have that smile on your face, you have those positive emotions attracting everything into your life that you want to create, and your life will change. And know that it's safe to change because you have that light as protection and you are safe. You're safe to keep that dial at 100. Right. I'm going to leave it at that. Come back to this video anytime and keep breathing. Keep breathing, keep smiling. Make sure you keep that dial at 100. If you catch yourself in an uncomfortable position, just remember to start to breathe. Take your time, slow down, start to breathe, and switch that dial to 100 and breathe through those experiences. I guarantee you'll start to feel better so fast. You bring your nervous system back into balance and be more relaxed, more peaceful. And you can choose this at any time. Anytime. Do it all day if you feel like it. It will it will it will change your life. I guarantee it. All right. Thank you again. Hope you enjoyed the video and don't forget to breathe. There's no you cannot do too much of this. If you can do this 24/7, your life will be amazing. All right. Thank you.